Brawl 5. Yeah!
Mr. Game and Watch. Mr. Game and Watch. Rob. Tyron.
There are like 12 teams.
We're back.
Okay. This is crazy. All right. As this doubles match is starting, I'm checking up on singles to see what is going on. Both pools almost done.
Yeah, I want to do that too.
In losers, qualifiers, we see Cube beat Nerby for Game 5. Hot set, I can imagine. Machu playing gaming in action right now. This is going to be quite interesting set. Imagine Machu gaming in action. I don't think I've ever played. And yeah, I wish I was on stream, but we've got doubles, which is hype as hell. We're in loser semis. Big D and Cube versus Tickle and Machu. You know what? I don't know if these two played in winners. These two teams played in winners yet. But just from my perceptions, I would imagine that they're pretty evenly matched, I feel like. You know what? You got the top player, Dawson on the team with Cube. Maybe the weakest player out of these four, but...
They already did Basement Hero.
Okay, yeah.
Basement won that 3-0, so... yeah, I'm looking at the other pool. So the losers quarters, the people who qualify, it's Fire the Pyro versus Mute. Mute was on commentary earlier for doubles, so shout out to them making that far in bracket.
That's great.
Yeah, they're on a run beating Travis, Lumania. The win on Lumania, honestly, pretty good.
Yeah,
because I thought George was going to have a really big run. And honestly, not that bad of a run. Obviously, but they probably won more. And then Purin will be facing against Tetra.
George taking a good win himself.
Oh, wow. Schlick beats Blue and loses all 3. So Blue is out.
Riley Schlick.
Yeah, shout out to Riley, actually. They went to losers round 1 and they almost made it to the last round there. They only lost that Tetra at the end there.
Yeah, I mean...
And it was a game 3 set as well.
Tempo's showing out today, that's for sure. In their home region, you can't disappoint.
And I
It's a
love to
great
see
time.
from Riley too, because they have been feeling kind of like this season is kind of a write-off for them. They just haven't had like the best wins or the best placements.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
it's good to see them get a good run going.
Yeah, I mean, Riley always does well at the regionals, I find. I remember he made a really good run at the last SSBU regional too.
That's cool.
I can always count on him to get some
Now I
upsets.
am ready for this.
Yeah, I mean, hopping right into this now. I always, jumping in the middle of a doubles game is so weird for me because there's so much going on. But,
Oh, that was good.
I mean, Big D and Cube have a pretty commanding lead at this point. Cube on his last stock, though.
I want to comment that when I've been watching in doubles, I've been seeing a lot of very ineffective grabs and throw attempts. But that was a really good grab in particular to set up for Cube to get the kill.
I mean, it's grab is so much scarier in doubles.
Oh, you did on the sour spots!
Jesus. I mean, how is he still alive?
Yeah,
That's
I
true,
honestly
yeah.
think that was a bit of suspect
Never mind,
Machu, but they were not expecting to get hit by Tickle's downer there, I think, maybe. Not Cube getting a 1 again! He gets so bad when he gets 1.
Loser's mentality. Keep gambling.
Keep gambling.
Keep going. Surely it won't happen again.
Eventually you're gonna be like, I can't stop winning!
Yeah, next time is a 9, surely. Trust in the heart of the cards. There you go!
Oh, no
What did I
way!
say?
It just missed!
Heart of the cards.
Or it hit shield, I couldn't tell. It looked like
99%
it
of gamblers quit before they hit a 9.
Yeah.
This is wacky as
But
hell.
who needs a 9 when you can just juggle Rob to oblivion forever?
Big D's like barely taking any damage this game. I mean, Cube's at last stock about with Tickle and Machu, about keeping pace with them, but Big D just isn't getting hit. Like,
And Big D going
I don't
after
know.
Tickle, pretty confident that Cube can keep Machu distracted long enough, and now it's a 2v1 situation,
Whoa!
and you can just side B there.
That Squall
and it
Hammer
won't
is
hit
so
Game & Watch,
strong.
and it won't hit Game & Watch because Game & Watch is invincible.
Yeah, I mean that Wallhammer is so strong in doubles, especially because it is so many active hits. You can control it so well, and when they do get sucked into that multi hits, it's a free layup for your teammate. As so it's all right there. I mean, it's such a strong tool, and they're gonna leverage Big D's incredible play that game to clean up that game pretty easily. from Machu and Tickle's point of view, which stage do you think they go here? We're going to see PS2. That's one of the stages I was thinking of. Rob and Pyra both do have consistent ways to kill off the top.
That makes sense,
And
yeah.
big stage to play around to run away from Ices is always a good thing, for sure. Especially with a big body like Rob, it's going to be really, really useful to have all that space to play around with.
I will say I'm way less familiar with doubles. Kind of why I was here for singles. But
Yeah, no, fair enough. It's always hard to commentate doubles.
yeah, I mean, it's also just like I lack a lot of knowledge when it comes to like what kind of stages people would pick. But I feel like I understand like stuff like team synergy really well. I think that's the main thing that I don't know.
I mean, it's generally the same ideas for stage picks. It's just like comparing it to one team. Like I like thinking of the teams like a combined character. Like, okay, what are the strengths of Game & Watch crazies together? They're able to close down so much space and put out so many hitboxes. Utilize the big disjoint moves like that Game & Watch has with something wall hammer on Icy's side.
I would
be able to
say
close it down really quick. So big stage makes sense.
I would say that the two characters wall together really well.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially vertically as well. They also shark really well.
I'm trying to
and they ledge
imagine
trap really well.
in a 2v1 situation, someone trying to get off ledge against a desync ledge trapping Ices and a Game & Watch spamming fair and neutral get up. How the hell do you get around that?
Exactly.
That's ridiculous. I mean, both characters can wall you out so well. Both characters can take turns being in front and walling out as well, which I do like a lot. Cube does.
That's a good comment that they can take turns being the one in the front. That's,
Yeah, I mean, it's like both characters really, I feel like...
oh my goodness!
Good layup there. That was a really great pickup from Machu.
Wow, yeah.
And Cube gets caught by the Pyre down there as well. And what looked like a really good start for them has turned into a little bit of a disaster here. I mean, Machu holding onto the stock. And if they can get some good damage off this, or maybe even like a Rob Sear to death somehow, then this could get really out of hand really quickly. I'd imagine that this team with the lead is really, really happy because trying to approach into a wall of Ices and Game & Watch as a character like Rob might not be very fun. So being able to play kind of the backseat, play around these platforms, kind of hold center, would be a really, really nice situation. As I say that though, Machu does lose his first stock. Gets a little bit of damage for the sake of it. But I mean... sorry, that situation was really funny. But
It was.
at this point, I mean, both Ices and Game & Watch could realistically.
Wow,
the way up there! Nana's gone! Nana can't be eye. That up air is just gonna kill so early.
It was really good timing from Machu, like reacting to the situation that I kept right above him after finishing with Game & Watch.
What the hell was that? That knockback stacking was so weird. But Machu and Tickle taking a pretty commanding lead at this point. It's doubles, so anything can really happen. But it's like I said before, you do not want to have to approach into these two players. Like, you want to be able to have the option of being able to play that. That Photon Edge is a gigantic wall. One thing I really like about the Photon Edge in doubles is if you really need to cover space quickly to like help your teammate or something, you can throw out the Photon Edge and just like fly across the stage and put hitboxes way out. It's a really good way to just cover space immediately. It's funny how in doubles, moves that really don't seem that insane get new uses and become really crazy.
That was a lot of characters dying at once, including the secondary climber from Big D here.
Yeah, I mean, Nana being gone is so like hard here. This is really, really rough to come back from. You're relying on Cube to get most of the heavy lifting done. And I mean, if they were both already at high percent, then it would be fine. But you have to build up this percent as a solo climber, because like Ices does have the strong options that are fast to get the kills, but not the damage by itself. Like that's gonna take a lot longer.
Yeah, as a single climber, they definitely do not have the damage. I do agree. So Big D is trying to play in this situation where they can play pass-offs from Cube winning interactions, where they're most likely going to be playing against Tickle because Tickle going for the stronger matchup. And Tickle losing that stock to the up smash.
Losing that stock really early, relatively. Giving up that side, I mean, now this looks way better. This looks like such a good position for Tickle and Machu, but maybe haphazardly throwing away that stock.
Cube has just been better playering in this situation, and Big D's just standing there letting him do all the work.
Yeah, I mean, this
matchup
matchup
is
is
Rob getting
hard.
back
This
with all that
matchup
fuel
is
burn,
really rough.
and now you have no fuel remaining.
You're gone.
You're drifting to the blast zone.
You know,
That's a very, very frustrating matchup. And that's also why I wanted to mention why I think that Tickle would focus on Cube more to prevent that from happening and also give a harder matchup for Cube to deal with.
Way easier to get any kind of neutral interaction started, way easier to contest any of Game Watch's stuff with that gigantic sword and crazy frame data like Victor has. Rob is a lot bigger. Rob doesn't have as many disjoints. He has safe moves, but you got to start them up. Something like the Nair in doubles is a lot less effective in a lot of situations because you got to jump, you gotta prime the Nair, and it's so much startup on it to the point where you get sniped out by a character like Niffer so easily before you can get that move off.
But yeah, honestly, I have to say, in this set, Cube has been playing really well considering what they've had to do, really.
Yeah, I mean, like, you maybe consider him as the worst individual player in this lobby, but he's pulling a lot of weight, especially that last game where we saw Big D lose his other climber so early into that last stock. Cube completely just brought it all the way back himself, racking up all the damage basically on his own, not taking too many risks instead of endangering his own stock as well. I mean, they're just playing so well.
I'm actually surprised that the intervention that won there was full-time edge against the forward air from Game Watch.
I mean, yeah, so many weirdly positioned hitboxes at once. A lot of them go really high. One of them might snipe out the bomb or something.
It could be hurtbox shifting. You could see that.
Coming through. I mean, like, another command already.
Wow, that was actually something very funny. So Big D was like starting a combo on Machu, and then Tickle was in the finisher of the combo.
That double up smash from Tickle is going to take that stuff even a pretty early percent. And it's going to bring this back into the realm. It's not a possibility, but the realm of being good up.
Big D is working his way back to his secondary climber.
Big D has been
winning every interaction here. He got the down tilt on Tickle, forces to the ledge, and he wins the ledge trapping situation, and that will reward him with the stock.
Big D has been living so consistently strong. Like, even a character like Ice where maybe it's a little more exploitable in the solo, in the doubles, it's so much harder to get the situations where you can get the layups and get the early stocks.
But the crazy thing is that Big D was doing that in the 1v1 situation pretty much. The Cube's just busy with Machu on the other side of the stage. And Big D is continuing to put on a lot of pressure on Tickle. Cube's getting the stock on Machu.
I was watching Big D fighting Tickle there. Machu got his stock eviscerated. Cube has been winning this 1-for-1 matchup so consistently.
I would say that Game Watch does pretty well against Rob in the matchup department for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I would expect that. But yeah, and that's the thing is that Big D is keeping Aegis busy so that Tickle can't disrupt Cube.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, like if you're Big D,
that's a almost full bucketing.
The sword is a little awkward to deal with sometimes. You'd much rather take that player matchup and leave Cube to deal with Machu.
Why are we downing it there? Because we have an air dodge and Game Watch has infinite recovery. That makes sense.
Oh my god.
So Game Watch is flashing here. I think they do have a full bucket in play.
What? Is there a heavy laser or something like that?
Laser.
That could be
and stock off of Machu, and Machu sharing stock. Tickle is gone. And that's the scary thing, because if Cube lands a jab or a grab in the situation, that could just be the stock catching them out of the Nair.
Yeah, that's really stupid. Sorry, that's really dumb. I really didn't think that was going to kill at 15%.
I honestly did, though.
Rob
so
Laser
powerful.
is strong, but, like, it's not that strong.
It does, like, 20 to 30%. I think the way Bucket absorbs, does Bucket absorb off of percents?
I don't actually know what